Hey guys, Justin from Simplified Investing. I hope you're all having a great weekend. So you can tell from the title of this video, we will be doing our weekly watch list breakdown, including a market breakdown and updates on the market, as we have seen a lot of consolidation in the tech and growth sectors and transformation from those growth and tech stocks into value stocks. That being said, the 5 plays of the week will be Target, Home Depot, FedEx, Baidu, and Fubo. Tune in and get your week started right. Enjoy. So getting things started, for those of you who have watched our previous videos, really what I like to do is break down the market. Typically, I will be breaking down SPY, but I really want to break down the NASDAQ market, as a majority of people that do trade are going to be trading those growth stocks, those tech stocks. And the NASDAQ more heavily follows this, and something that we've posted before in earlier on in the week about the NASDAQ. I want to further go into that and elaborate on that before breaking down those 5 plays as mentioned. With that being said, I hope you guys watched the previous video where we mentioned what's happening in the tech sector. We get this continuation here again on this monthly chart here. So this isn't going to be a weekly or daily. Every single one of these candles is going to be a monthly, right? So you guys can see we get these pullbacks and uptrends, which is great, but then we get this followed with the continuation to the upside, right? Consolidation, continuation to the upside, pullbacks, which are healthy and uptrends, so you get this upside here. However, this is the first time, as mentioned previously, in over 10 years where we get a 3-month consolidation zone here, which makes it very difficult for those of you who are going to be swing trading. We have no direction. We are bouncing up one day, followed by a pullback, bouncing up, follow. It's basically going to be a bouncy ball action here on the market. Now, what is key? I want to see a higher high breakout of this pattern here on /NQ, which is going to be NASDAQ 100 Index Futures. I want to see a break of 13,326, 327 essentially at this level here. We're getting this consolidation here, which is fine, but we need to find a direction. Either this is a consolidation base for the next wave higher, or this is a consolidation exhaustion at highs leading to a pullback in the coming months. So the next monthly candle is going to be very, very key, but I want to see higher highs over this 13,000 region mentioned, so we can continue this push to the upside. Now, if you go into this from an aspect of a shorter time frame, we had a huge close here on Monday. We saw a lot of buys coming in on this dip down here at this 12,700 region. Continuing this push to the higher highs here up into that 12,964 resistance region here. That will be a level to watch here. And then 13,150 above that. Liking the close here. We're getting some volume pushing this actually into close here. A very strong close here. Now let's wait for continuation with futures opening up here in about 4.5 hours. We'll be mentioning that to the private team members. Keep an update on those futures. Those will be the key levels to watch here. Now, that being said, the first play of the week is going to be a large cap stock here. It's going to be Target. Interesting pattern formation here that we get on the daily chart. Essentially, what we happened here was this 200 resistance level off of that 111 move to the upside here. We get this bullish flag here, higher highs pushing up to that 200 level, and then we get into a zone of consolidation here all the way up until that 324, so March 24th. Now we're continuing these higher highs here with some volume here, not the most volume that I'd like to see. Obviously, we're going to get the more volume right here post-ER, but finally breaking out of this cup formation here. So what does this give us? This gives us a new support here at 200.07 to watch and find a base here for a next leg advancement here on Target. The key here, once you are pushing to all-time highs, you have to resort to intraday levels to actually get those resistance levels. However, we do have this key region here at that $200 price point, $half-dollar, whole dollar region. I will be watching this level very closely here. I want to see if we can either get an extension up here, making higher highs, or a retest of this 200 support, confirming this cup, essentially this cup, and then handle retest, and then pushing to the upside with potential to see 220 here on Target. Slow mover. Again, you can see slow and steady higher high trend here, so don't expect it to gap to 220 overnight, but great trend move. Strong close here on Friday, up 4.5%. Relatively strong compared to that NASDAQ consolidation too as well. Target looking very good within the coming week here. Second one, actually one that was going to be on last week's watch list. I hope you guys were able to take full advantage of it. Home Depot pushing all the way, we mentioned it last week, at this 285 region, making this big move over 300 here, finally breaking out of this consolidation base here. Started all the way back last July. So we get all of this consolidation here, really no trend. We're breaking through some volume. Ideally, I want to see more volume to confirm that punch through with strength, but very strong close here on Friday. And we're continuing this upside move over 300. You can expect that 300 region here. It was posing some problems here intraday on Friday. Expect that to be a support level below. So if we do get a pullback, good risk to reward entry for those swing trading. Watch that 300 region here as a support level on this breakout here over 300, looking very strong. Getting some volume here. Ideally, again, as mentioned, I want more volume to confirm this breakout here, but very strong move to all-time highs over 300 here on HD, expecting a continuation with 320 not too far off here. The third play, it's going to be another large cap stock here. We get this gap move post earnings on, what was post earnings, 318. We get this move up here. And then we form this basically 5-day cup pattern here, breaking through with some strength. I want more volume here on FedEx as well. You'll notice a lot of these tech stocks and a lot of these large caps have been facing lower volume recently. The market's really trying to digest its direction, and a lot of people are sitting on the side with cash positions rather than purchasing equities and holding them during a consolidation period phase. So with that being said, volume is confirmation of everything. For FedEx to set up here, I want to see a breakout over this 287.38 resistance here. Then we could likely see a retest of these 305.66 highs here. But liking this push here, I just want volume confirmation over that 287.38 region. For an ideal entry setup here on FedEx, we'll be eyeing this one intraday if we can break that 287 region. With volume, of course, you always want to use volume with your follow-throughs. And then we have that strong support here at 256.95, providing you a good risk to reward entry. And finding the ideal setup will be key here on FedEx. But again, my level, 287.38, watching for a breakout here on FedEx. I want to see a breakout of this consolidation and then retest of 305.66 highs here. The fourth play, going to be one that has been hit hard recently. A lot of institutional selling here on Baidu. Again, anytime you have something pushing from 354 all the way down essentially to 180, that's going to be split in half, a 50% drawdown in less than a month. You're going to see a lot of attention coming into that ticker. Why do I like this? We get this, essentially this gap up support here on December 15th of last year. We test this level here at 180.94. That was the key level. There were huge orders here on Friday for Baidu at this level. Again, we're reversing from 180 all the way with this bullish reversal here, trading over 122 million shares on the day. Again, you can see the normal range, highest range is 25 million. We're trading 5 times the normal volume in Baidu. You always want volume into it. Confirmation reversal here off of this support. I like this reversal hammer candlestick forming here. We get the buyers coming in at this 180.94 region here. After this lower low drop down here on the daily chart, I want to see it over this level here at 220.40 for confirmation to the upside with potential to see this 257 region here. However, liking the buying pressure that we did get on these lows here on Friday, watching it on level 2, huge orders and time and sales coming through on this particular ticker. Buyers coming in heavily on this 180.94 support here. So that will be providing our biggest support here to watch here. If we do break down of that, you can expect selling pressure to push us down to 163. So don't be one-sided. You can play both sides. If we do break that 180.94 support region here, eyeing puts, and then above this region here at 220.40, we'll be eyeing calls. You can expect to see a lot more volume coming into this particular ticker as you do see that big drawdown from all-time highs, sparking more interest in those people that have been on the sides, especially looking for stocks with a good risk to reward entry. Baidu is setting up to be one of those plays. The last play of the week is actually going to be one that's weaker to the downside here. Potential put setup here on Fubo. We get, again, these gap up highs here on FOMO back on the end of December. Then we get this huge drawdown here. Really, the bounce region was at that 2614 region. Then we break that in a hurry here on Friday. Relatively strong on the NASDAQ, but Fubo getting hit very, very hard here, down almost 16% on the day here. The key on this one, and really what I'm going to be watching, I'll draw a key visualization for you, is beneath this $20 price point region here. That is what I want to see. If you look back here on previous action here, basically we get this gap move up here back on November 11th, rejection, cup breakout here, retest of that $20 support region, and then you get this huge extension here. So the key on Fubo for further downside with potential to see that $15 region, sub $15 region, will be a breakdown of that 20 support. So have your alert set. I'll set my alert here. All you have to do on Thinkorswim, right click, create an alert, add or below, and then add or below here, and then boom, you're set up. Waiting for Fubo to break this $20 region here. Lots of selling pressure here comparative to the strength in the NASDAQ here on Friday. I want to see continuation breakdown of this $20 support region for an intraday setup here on those puts with potential again to see that $15 price point region here. That being said, that wraps up this video. If you guys found this helpful, if you could like and subscribe, it would mean a lot to us. And again, if you are interested in getting our private alerts, our course, and more, feel free to check out simplified-investing.com today. Hope you guys all have a great weekend. Enjoy.